Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Monday, December the 7th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left off the market, where we are in the market here today. So SPX down 8 points, but still green on the monthly chart. Weekly chart this week so far, starting the week off very narrow range, very choppy action inside week so far. Daily chart, again, inside day as well. Again, we're thinking maybe there might be a little bit of a kind of a sub-wave 4 pullback in here, so maybe we're showing some signs of that right now. The futures are breaking down a little bit as we speak, and the SPX is pulling back too. Let's take a look at the SPY. Again, guys, really narrow range today. It almost feels like a holiday, but very low volume on the SPY. Let's take a look at the S&P futures right here. We're losing a key level right now. These are levels that we provide to our members every morning in the Bubble Report and also in our group. And in our group, you can download the levels and have them to look at right here. So you can see we just lost our a major level right here. And we're kind of at the 15-hour low right now. So let's see how that holds. A breakdown below here could get interesting for it, right? We've got some good space down here, so we want to see how that holds going into the rest of the afternoon here. But so far, it's been a very choppy day, very responsive trades off of levels, and very tricky. So very cautious here, right? So again, tough on geometric lines right here. We had the channel up here. Let's just kind of keep an eye on it going into the rest of the day, and we'll see what happens at the close there. Let's take a look at the Qs. So the Qs again had a pretty good push this morning. Some of our names are really good. Apple, Tesla, things like that gave some good. Neo was a good one that was on our radar this morning, so that gave a nice push there. The IWM was generally hanging in there this morning. It had a nice megaphone formation. It's kind of in the middle of that formation right now, right? So let's just kind of see how it holds. It's breaking into the 15 orb range right now. XLF hasn't really been super duper supportive of the market here today. It was a quick down move at the open. It held some of its pre-market lows, and we're just kind of chopping around here today on the XLF. So let's take a look at some of the names that we like to trade. So Apple is one that we went long in at the open today. Why? Because it was strong and it broke over the pre-market highs, and it had a good news today, right? Today was a 15 orb day on it, right? So it had the chip news on it against Intel. So we got pumped, right? When we started to see some volume coming in here, it gave us some good moves this morning and a nice push to the upside. Now it's just kind of calm, kind of triangulating here into the end of the day. So let's keep an eye on it and see if it does give a move. Tesla, this thing is starting to get a little bit droopy right here. It's like hanging on to nothing, right? We're in price discovery territory right now with all-time highs today. So it's getting really tight. Watch this triangle and see which way it moves. So that could be interesting as well. So speaking of Tesla, let's take a look at mini Tesla. Another one that we pointed out at the open this morning was Neo with some good relative strength as well. It gave us a nice retrace this morning, a nice pull back to the 15 orb high, and then gave a nice push to the upside. So a good move on Neo right here, and that is getting tight here as well. A couple other ones that we looked at here today in the group. Members capitalized here on Boeing on a nice triangle breakout for a quick move. It's pulling back right now, possibly going to retest the center of the triangle, but that did give a nice momentum move right here. I think the 270 calls went from like 78 cents to like $1.20, $1.30 or something like that. So they gave a real nice move on those. And another one that we pointed out at the open this morning was AAL. Again, good relative strength today. Got really tight and then just blast off. Just took off right there. Big retrace right here, but an important level, and then it bounced again off, and now it's kind of drifting its way down here today. So a couple of the good ones that are on the radar here for the chart request. So let's take a look at Zoom. So Zoom, again, was a double inside day yesterday, and it's still looking pretty choppy right here. We talked about it last night on the Elliott Wave Show. If you missed the Elliott Wave Show, be sure to check out the recording. It's in the end of this video. Upper shadow here off the ADMA right now, and again, our big levels that we're looking at are these geometric lines. So Zoom is kind of a little bit out of play right here, but it's very possible that it could get active again if some more news comes out. Look at space. Wow, good request on this one. This thing broke out of the geometric line and is still going. That was a big move this morning. Members pointed this out at the open for that quick pop right there, and then it kind of pulled back, consolidated, and then it got out of the 15 orb high and really made a nice move. So good stuff there on space. Snap is another one that's been on our radar too. Again, gave a really strong move at the open. It's kind of consolidating right here. It gave an entry on the intraday on the inside day break, and gave some momentum right here. So it's a nice inside day up. So let's see how Snap does today and if it can get some consolidation and some continuation as well. Let's take a look at DKNG, if I could type that in right. So DKNG, again, still pulling back right here. So watch the 50-day moving average. Could be a potential target for it. Another name that's been pretty wild and pretty popular with with traders is PLTR, and that gave a big inside day up today as well, and very, very strong. Members pointed out as the open. I'm going to start tracking this one. The options are actually very liquid on it, and it gave a really, really nice move, and it had, in fact, one of the highest volumes the other day in terms of options traded, so maybe they knew what was going on with it. Very, very cool stuff there. Snow, again, this thing's all over the place here today. Again, careful with this name. It's the liquidity is not as good as something like PLTR, but it can get wild when it's ready to move. But today it's just kind of chopping around. Netflix gave a huge breakout this morning. Again, members pointed this out with relative strength today. And again, nice to see a nice candle on Netflix right here. Just be careful. It's coming up here kind of relative to this level too. Might be some resistance here at the cloud, but it is a thin cloud that is working its way through. So definitely want to keep an eye there. And last one for the day is AMD. So AMD, again, we're keeping this one on the radar too. So again, we're kind of liking the pullback right here. Hourly time frame, 60-minute time frame looks pretty interesting, right? Sort of like an A, B, maybe a C move down here to the 618 retrace, and then we'll see if AMD can work its way up. Okay, so those are great requests out there and great ones that have been on the radar. So hopefully, and stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.